Hi, fifth graders, we're back. We're going to talk about simplifying decimal numbers. So here we go. Okay, I have some decimal numbers here, and you're probably saying, well, those look simple. Okay, so if we want to simplify them, what we do is we look at the end of the decimal. So here's our decimal. Okay, and we go to the end, and we say, is there any extra zeros on there? Because do we need this zero on here? No. This number without the zero on the end of the decimal is exactly the same number. Okay, these numbers are exactly the same. I think we talked about this a little when we did comparing numbers. We added zeros. Okay, we can also take those zeros on the end away. So let's look at this one. How would we simplify this one, guys? We keep our 10, you're right, and we keep our 8. We can drop these two zeros. 10 and 800 thousandths is the same as 10 and 8 tenths. Great job. Okay, so let's look at this one. Okay, how are we going to simplify this? It's a much bigger number. All right, we keep our 7, 1. Well, there's some zeros. Should I take those out? No, we can't take these zeros out because they're holding the place so that we can put this 8. Okay, we have to keep those. We can only take out zeros that are on the very end. So I don't need these last two zeros. This number is equivalent to this number. Okay? All right, now I've got a problem here. 3 and 64 hundredths plus 2 and 36 hundredths. Okay, notice what I did here. When I have decimal numbers, you must line up the decimals. If you or subtracting, you have to line up the decimals. Okay, so 6 plus 4, 10, carry a 1. 6 plus 3, 9, plus 1, 10, carry a 1. Drop that decimal straight down so it's still in the line. 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. Can I simplify this number? Yes, I can. I can take both of these off, and my answer is just 6. These two are equal. I could have 10 zeros over here, and it's still equal to 6. All right? Okay, so now I have one more problem. Okay? And I want you to write it down on your paper, doing the important thing we talked about over here. And then I'm going to write it down, and we're going to see if ours look the same. We want to write it up and down. It's easier to solve this problem that way. Okay, where am I going to put that 10? Right here? No, I'm not going to put it right there because my decimal on a whole number is at the end. It's like that decimal is right there. So I have to line up my decimals. And remember, we talked about filling zeros in those places. And I line up my last decimal. Did yours look like mine? Okay, let's add it. 6 plus 4, 10. 5 plus 1, 6. 2 more, 8. Drop that decimal like it's hot. It should be in a straight line there with the rest. 3 plus 1, 4. 1 plus 0, 1. 14 and 80 hundredths. So, can we simplify this one? Yes, because we don't have to have that 0 on the end there. 14 and 8 tenths. These are the same. Okay? Okay, guys, so remember, when you're simplifying decimal numbers, any zeros at the end of the number you can take off. All right? It's the same whether you have those zeros on the end or not. Remember, if there is like a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and then there's some zeros, and then there's another number like 2, 4, 6, 8, you cannot take those in the middle off. Only if they're on the end. All right? And one other thing we reviewed today is when you add or subtract with decimals, you must line up the decimals. Line them up. If you have a whole number, remember the decimal is at the end. So line up your decimals when you're adding or subtracting. Bye, guys. See you later.